What's up, everybody? I'm Kevin with Good Earth Water Gardens, and today we are in Basehor, Kansas, and we are starting on a pondless waterfall here in this big old space in the backyard. So he's coming around the corner trying to look busy here so we can shoot this little scene for you. David Ludwig here behind me, putting together some aqua blocks, and we have Jordan over here moving some of the plywood in place. What we start with here is getting everything in place to where we have a nice clean working space. Try to get as much of our material to where it is easy to access and within reach of this thing right here to where I can grab, move anything anywhere I really need to. We're gonna go ahead and start with the excavation of the reservoir, get this whole thing installed with all the aqua blocks, the vault, the pump, the plumbing, get all that set up, and then hopefully by Monday or so next week, it's Wednesday today, we'll have this thing all up and running, cleaned up, and getting out of here. Ludwig on the aqua blocks. He plays the mean aqua block. Good morning, we are back. Our reservoir is pretty well installed. We're gonna go ahead and top it off with some gravel here today, and then we will go ahead and start rocking and building this waterfall. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and start strapping up some of the smaller rocks that we can use around the reservoir, working our way up into the waterfall and stream area. Basically, the way we wanna start the waterfall here is with our frame rocks and then our spillway rocks. The way that that is going to work is our frame rock, we want it to be a nice, chunky, good sized piece that is gonna meet somewhere around the elevation that we have of our first drop. We typically want it a little bit taller, and then our spillway rock we want right at the height of that elevation. This is kind of the grand finale, the last drop before it disappears into the basin, and we want to make this waterfall just a little more grand. It's going to have a little bit more drop and elevation change here on the very bottom, and then there's also some other things we want to take into consideration, such as viewing spaces where we are trying to enjoy this water feature from. So in this case, it's up on the deck, so we are going to make the focal point of everything face more towards this direction, towards the house here. This is an example of a frame rock here. So basically we're going to have one of these, we'll have a spillway rock somewhere in between, which I'm thinking is going to be this guy over here, and then we will have another frame rock butting up against the other side of that spillway, creating a area where it looks like the water has carved that out over the years and created a natural weir. Jordan, say hi.
Holy crap, bro.
We're rocking and rolling here. We've got a good section of the waterfall coming along, working on getting some of the outcroppings in, going along with it, and getting our dry creek and just our edges along the lower part of our reservoir all tucked in, as well as going through and taking into account for our lights, getting them strung in as we go, and then foaming in the rocks around the stream. And that'll put us in a good position to where tomorrow we can finish out pretty much the rest of the construction, work on getting our edges, possibly get the water turned on depending on how things go, and then on Monday we'll be in position to get this thing all wrapped up, cleaned up, fired up, and looking amazing. So got a little ways to go here for today. Gonna go ahead and jump back into this, sling a few more rocks. We'll be back in the morning. We're gonna get a good portion of this waterfall wrapped up and hopefully be finishing on Monday.
Bye.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. There's David.
Hola, I'm not David.
We are back. We have a little ways to go on building this stream. We should get pretty close to the top here by the end of the day today. We're working on getting some of our outcropping rocks set and just kind of progressing our way up the stream, working our way across as I back up out of this space, so that way we don't have to come around and mess up any of this grass or lay down plywood later on. Right now we're going to start construction on the middle part of the waterfall, and in the middle section somewhere we have an urn. Well, really it's just a piece of an urn, but we're cutting out a spillway in the section with an angle grinder, and then I'm going to cut a hole in the back of it to feed a pipe in through, and then we will plumb up through the bottom, create a false floor using a piece of liner and some foam and gravel, and then make it look like this is just a pit of gravel up here on the top that the water rises out of and spills out of this spillway. We're going to add this onto the side of the stream to help contribute to the flow of the waterfall. How you feeling, David?
A little hot.
Getting a little windy. Trying to take our tent away. So we're kind of getting to that area now, right above this spillway that we have constructed at this point. we'll go ahead and start fitting that thing in, kind of figuring out where it sits. We want to make sure that we're presenting as much of it towards the deck space and the patio over here behind me. It is looking killer at this point. Really love the way all this rock is coming together, and I just love the way that urn really fits into here. I'm just really psyched that we are in position, get this thing all finished up on Monday. We're gonna add some plants to this thing. We're gonna add a couple more lights. It is gonna be totally decked out, and come Monday evening, they will be sitting out here and enjoying a brand new water feature. We'll see you guys on Monday. All right, we are back here. A little tired here this morning, trying to pull myself together. So now we should be able to get the spillway hooked up, all of the plumbing hooked up, finalize our top little pooling area, get everything foamed in, and then start working on finishing touches and details. What do you think, Jordan? Can we do this today?
Yeah.
He thinks we can do it. Got a little ways to go on the top, finishing details. Let's get everything cleaned up, machines out of here, and turn this thing on. David is washing down the stream right now. We're getting all that dirt out of there, so when we turn on this waterfall, it is not just a brown stream. We have some nice clean water going through there, and that means we are getting close to turning this thing on. So just a little bit of cleaning up, finishing the grading with the dirt work so we can put down our mulch, get this thing turned on, and get on out of here. Finally, we are finished up. I'm just filling up the rest of the reservoir, gonna wash everything down, and we are picking up the last couple things, cleaning up the street, getting ready to get out of here. So I'm gonna flip you around here in a second, show you what we came up with. Love this thing, absolutely. Love the granite and how it turned out, and the stacked slate urn really adds a nice piece of interest to the middle of the water feature here. So go ahead and flip you around, show you what we got. That about does it for us. So we'll come back sometime whenever the plants are all in, get some video, show off what they got here, and we'll see you guys around on the next one. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this water feature, and we will see you guys. Wow, that just got awful. The sunlight is not good there. Let me try that again. Where was I? Make sure you press that subscribe button. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Remember, if you wanna continue seeing great content like this, I don't know what I'm saying here. I had my vibe and now I lost it. Woo!
Silicone.
It's really hard to do with one hand. That was a terrible video, I'm sure. And away we go. It's a little sketchy. So, trying to defrog the brain. Yeah, let's defrog our brains here. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you press that subscribe button down below. Drop us a comment, hit that like button. We will see you guys on the next video.